Now, anywho, today, Thursday, we have a long one. Long ride with a fast finish. Goal for this one is Aerobic-Lypo for fat metabolism once again. We've got an hour and a half. That's almost 40 kilometers. If we get something flattish, we can get a nice distance. But let's do this one. Mount Grizzly. Mount Grizzly. Because of that mountain, we're not going to get a lot of distance. The pace we're going to follow with this one is not that fast either, so we'll see how far we get today. Yeah, 108 to 161 in 10 minutes, and then for 60 minutes at 161, and then for 15 minutes 216 to end it off nice and fast. Here's my music. I hope we have good, better music today. Alison, Liam, hello, hey there. How are you doing today? Welcome. We only started just now. We have 1 hour 29 minutes to go. Doing great. I'm fantastic. Fantastic. Feels like it's weekend, but it's only Thursday. Good start. Good start. But I'm glad you're doing good. You're doing great. You also do cycling to play. Yes. I assume I think I know what you mean. What do you do cycling to play? Yes, exactly, yeah. It feels like the real thing. Only difference is now I'm following a virtual gear, so I don't have to change any gears at the moment, which makes it a lot easier during workouts. And it really feels like the real deal, especially when you go up hills. Now you feel it. Okay, 7 more minutes. We're at 124 watts. We're gonna go to Alcatraz. Let's see how those people escaped. Oh, I forgot about it. Yes, well, I basically only play this game for my own benefit, fitness benefits, obviously. But I do play other games. Yeah, I do play other games. I mostly play computer games. Call of Duty, Apex. So most first-person shooters. Even Marvel Rivals. I used to stream Call of Duty few years back during COVID, but it's under a different name. But I'm maybe thinking of going back to streaming some Call of Duty during my free time. And that's also why I'm doing this, because I have free time. I need to exercise. I want to exercise. And it's fun. So, fifth reason, why not? Why not? But I think, yeah, let me just drop my handle here in the chat for the grading. You can find it on Twitch or on YouTube, BU7K1553R or Butkisser. And then you'll see, but yeah, only Call of Duty clips on that channel. But back then, I wasn't too savvy with the streaming technology and everything, so my microphone sound was terrible. You could basically only hear the people I'm playing with, but not myself. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, COVID is a long time ago. I mean, it's 5 years ago, eh? Almost 6 years ago. Crazy. But yes, the YouTube channel name. Also my gamer tag, so yeah, just search it as is, BU7K1553R. I never streamed Apex. I love playing it. Very fast paced. A bit more difficult than Call of Duty. But yeah, Warzone was very fun, especially in COVID. And then it died out due to all the false promises. New maps coming, and then they don't do anything. Yes. It's unique, yeah, true. The easy way to remember the name is just Butkisser. Yeah. It came from a childhood program on Cartoon Network called Robot Boy on Cartoon Network 25 years ago. And in the show, there was a kid, G-Man, Gus, I think his name was Gus. And then he bought a toy with the name Butkisser. And then I just thought, oh, that's a funny name, so yeah. Which platform do I prefer? I personally prefer YouTube, but the thing is, then it's not about preference anymore. Because on Twitch, the stream community is quite big. Everyone knows Twitch is for live events, where most people go to YouTube for the replays and the highlights. So YouTube is usually the aftermarket of the Twitch stream, if that makes sense. But yeah, YouTube also has a big community, obviously, one of the biggest in the world. But people don't watch streams as much on YouTube, unless it's something very big or someone very big. Yeah. And on Twitch, yeah, I mean, almost every time I stream on Twitch, I have one viewer at least. So yeah, the Twitch community is a bit more active when it comes to live streams, if that makes sense. Ooh, nice, yeah, exactly. And YouTube, the algorithm of YouTube is very, very smart. But yeah, unfortunately, my stream is set up in such a way I cannot really make shorts, but I'll figure it out soon. Then I can make some shorts and reels. Yeah, you see, it's a very big audience, YouTube. Because I mean, anything and everything you can think of is on YouTube. And now this, for example, what I'm doing here is a very niche market. First off, it's cycling. Second off, it's virtual. Third is virtual cycling. So not many people do it. Most people who cycle go outside. But yeah, the cycle community is big, but the virtual cycling community is much smaller. So yeah, it doesn't even... And that's why on Twitch, I saw there's more live streamers doing this sort of thing. Although most of them use Zwift and not my wish. Yeah, no, the making shorts for Apex and Call of Duty, those type of things are easy. But for this type of game, like I said, this is a specific market. So I'm not too rushed. Like I said, this is mostly for my own benefit. But when I go back into other games again, yeah, then I will, what's the word I'm looking for? Consider it. Sure. You're only 10 minutes in now. Well, Alison, Liam, not really, to be honest with you. Like the little amount of time I have when I'm not working or training, all I really need is a quick thumbnail and a description, to be honest with you. I don't need anything fancy. Because like I said, it's for my own benefit, this. Not to make money. But obviously, if the money comes, nobody's going to say no. But money doesn't come after 2 days. So that's why that's not even the priority. A priority. So I'm just doing it for fun, eh? Okay, 56 minutes. Oh, sure. Yeah. The only time money comes easy is if it's illegal. And anything illegal is also not easy. Eh? It might sound easy, but it's not. Let's even pin this one. Pin this message. Okay. Yeah, we're only 5 minutes done. 5 minutes done with the hour. The 161 hour. Okay, let's try this one. Oh, there's the list of commands. Okay. Yeah, type any one of those commands in the chat and let's see what happens. Exclamation mark and then some words. Yeah, heart rate 110. Ooh. Nice and easy. We are already almost 8 kilometers in. We're almost 20 minutes in. Luckily it's not too hot today. 18 degrees now, max 21, cloudy. They said there's a 60% chance of rain, so we'll see. Mount Omanum. Okay, this is the mountain climb. The small mountain. $50 minutes. Nice enemies. Okay, Omanum climb. We're gonna climb it at 161 watts. Let's see our average pace. Our average speed is gonna drop tremendously if we're only going at 161. Six kilometers an hour. I'm fast as fuck, boy. What? I actually don't know the quality of the sound of the stream. Shit. No, man. I'll figure it out. I'll sort out the sound later. Yeah, whoopsies. That's later worries. At least we're at 12 kilometers an hour now. We have 45 minutes remaining. 1/4 of the way done before we have 15 minutes left at a higher intensity. No way back. We're almost at the top. Hello, hello. Testing, there we go. Now they sound. Thank you. There's my POV. Now you can see it nicely. Sorry for that. I don't know what happened. But yeah, sound is back. I am using a Apple Watch, but for this workout, I'm using a heart rate sensor instead of a Apple Watch or the smartwatch. But yeah, the heart rate sensor is a bit more. No, I got a follow, but there was no overlay. But thank you. Anywho, what I was saying, the is it expensive? Well, depending on the country. I don't know where you're from, but let me assume quickly. In America, for this heart rate monitor, dollars, it would be around 10, 50, $60 for the heart rate monitor. In South Africa, probably 1,500 rand at the moment now. But yeah, when I got it, it wasn't too expensive. Like 1,000 rand, almost $50. And I haven't had one problem with it ever since. Really recommend it. I use the Polar, yeah, $60, yeah, 60 US. No, 60 times 20, yeah, 1,200. Yeah, 60, 70 US. I'd say, yeah. For the heart rate monitor, yes. The watch, obviously a bit more expensive. Everyone knows smartwatches are very expensive. And the thing is with smartwatches, they don't always connect to smart equipment. So like this bicycle or this application, the MyWhoosh, I cannot use my smartwatch to connect with it. Many gym equipment, techno, or all those fancy gym equipment, you cannot connect with an app with a smartwatch. Not most, mostly Polar or Garmin, but those two are expensive, especially Garmin, but fantastic quality, excellent. But yeah, heart rate monitor is all you need, and yeah, it's not too expensive. And the heart rate monitor can obviously connect to your phone and even your smartwatch and smart equipment. So yeah, what do you think about Whoop? Whoop. What is Whoop? Whoopi Goldberg. Let me quickly Google. Whoop. Whoop. Unlock human performance and health span. Why Whoop? Let's quickly see what Whoop is about. The smart band. Let's see. Oh, that's WAP. The wrong website, my guys. That's a dating site, WAP. Whoop. All new Whoop. Yeah? Oh yeah, it's one of those bands, almost like a Fitbit. Why Whoop? Let me see some pictures. No, exit. Accessories. Oh yeah, I've seen this Whoop. I've seen many CrossFit and high-level athletes use them. Let me just get my breath. But yeah, it pretty much seems the same like any other smart watch or smart band. It just doesn't tell you the time. But why do you need the time if you always have your phone with you? Yeah, screen-free design. Okay. Detects, yeah, track every metric. Okay. It's a full subscription. Yeah, I saw there's a subscription. How much do they even ask for this subscription? Let's see. Memberships. Oh, oh, my butt's getting tired, sorry. Memberships made for you. Okay, they've got 1, 2, 3 choices. The one, the peak, and the life. Gee, that's quite expensive, eh? Yeah, starts. Starting price, $200 for the year. For 1 year. That's the starting price. So you could basically get 3 heart rate monitors. But now the thing is, with a heart rate monitor, or the heart rate sensor, it's obviously not as comfortable as a watch. And it's not just about the comfortability. Like, I don't feel it. Like, I'm not aware of it. But now, for example, if you want to go to sleep and you want to track your sleeping data, I would do not recommend a heart rate monitor like the strap. But there are better options, exactly like Whoop, but without the subscription. Like I said, the easy one is Fitbit. Does exactly the same, and they are much cheaper. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, Fitbit, it can tell you the time as well. Whoop can't do that. But yeah, like I said, once again, the only reason I train with the heart rate monitor is because of the accuracy. Apple Watch, extremely accurate. Same as Fitbit and Garmin and Samsung and Huawei. But it's on the wrist. And it uses infrared lighting on the, obviously on your veins. Where the heart rate monitor is like by your heart. So it does the same thing with sensors and yeah, sensors and everything, but much closer to the heart, a lot more accurate. But yeah, Fitbit, I mean, you can just get it on Amazon. Most of these bands or watches you can just get even off Amazon. No need for the most expensive equipment, you know? Yeah, especially if I have to subscribe. No, I don't like subscribing to those type of things. If I buy something, I want it. You know, it should be mine. Unless I buy it, what do you call it in English? Huurkoop. Hire buying, I don't know the name in English. Hire buying. It's, you use it, and while you use it, you pay it off, like a car, obviously. It's huurkoop, yes. So why can't I do it with the band? That's stupid. Things that are of personal and can get like sweaty and dirty and contaminated should not be rented out. Like a wedding dress, I understand. because you're not going to go crazy in a wedding dress. It's expensive. And if you tear it or something, you're going to have to pay for it. But with a band like this, no man, it gets sweaty and everything. Yes, like boxes. Like boxes, exactly. It can get contaminated with some contaminants I don't want. It's the same with the watch. Like, if it's not a rubber, like a rubber band, where sweat just rolls off, different story. But if it's a material band, that thing's gonna soak up sweat like a sponge, eh? I don't know what type of sweat that person has, eh? I don't know what it smells like. I'm not being rude or mean, but if I get a infection, a fungal infection on my wrist, and I lose my arm, I know that's that's obviously the extreme, but what if? The odds are always there, eh? Anything is possible, even that. You get a new band if you subscribe. Okay. You get a new band. Yeah, and if you make a test month, okay. There's ways of, clearly there's ways around it, eh? But I think the main thing about the subscription is obviously not the band, because if they can give away the band, it's not in the band, it's in the technology. It's in the program. So yeah, you're subscribing for the program, not the band itself, but but that's what they want to make it sound like. Oh no, you only have to get the band, but there's another training program, I think Trainerize or something, where you can also get tailor-made workouts for you with reminders, and yes, a very nice app, but you also have to subscribe monthly. So if you don't have, I don't know, with Whoop, if you're not an elite athlete or you're not training every day, don't waste your money. $200 a year, I mean, that's more than almost $2 a month you can save, especially if you're not training every day. Now that adds to your gym contracting and everything. Okay, 40 seconds. And then we go for 216 watts. Ooh. Ooh. Heart rate started climbing a bit. 118, 119. Okay, 20 seconds. Where am I from? Sure. I'm from South Africa. All the way in the south. Not Australia, but south of Africa. Okay, and you? Okay, ooh, 216. Ooh, will we keep this cadence? Yeah, there we go, 216. Now the heart rate's gonna climb. Ooh. There you are. South Africa. The place where we rule in sports, majority of them, well, team sports that are international, not like basketball or NFL, sports that people know, where food is amazing, where we have the best meat in the world, other than Wagyu, obviously. I mean, we have biltong, we've got nature, we've got mountains, we've got valleys, we've got rivers, we've got oceans, we've got beaches, we've got dams, we've got animals. What don't we have? We've got the World Cup, Rugby World Cup. We've had the Cricket World Cup. We've had all the World Cups. South Africa, what a country. The people, wow, what a crazy bunch. But you will never meet people as nice as them, as us. Whew. Sure. Yeah, that's almost 2 minutes done at this pace. We're at 32.9 kilometers. Ooh. Germany, yeah, they won, indeed. South Africa's basketball is not that great. Our basketball and baseball, put it this way, all the American-led sports, such as basketball, baseball, NFL, NHL, all those sports, America will be great in. But all the other sports, America, yeah, junk football, yes. Actually handball. But you can't call it handball because Germany is also the handball champions. But no, yeah. Very funny. I'm feeling the burn. 12 minutes remaining. Ooh. But yeah, athletics, we aren't too bad. No, you can do so much things, yes. Play games as well, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's called football, but everything is done with your hands except kicking. And there's very minimal kicking. But yeah, basketball isn't that popular in Germany. Yes. Soccer, definitely. Deutschland, Deutschland, über alles. But yeah, Germany's handball with the small ball. The one you actual handball. That's fire. Ooh. I was luckily privileged enough, I think 2012, yeah, I went to Germany and we went to watch a handball tournament. It was Fuchse Berlin against, man, who was it against? I can't remember the opposing team. But yeah, we were in Berlin and we watched the home game. Oh, sorry, this is getting tough. Where's my heart rate? 144. Oh, this is getting really tough. 10 minutes to go. Why did this thing not work now? Ooh, now it hurts. What's your question? Sorry? Why are so many? Because we love Germany. Ich liebe Deutschland. Why are there so many from? Or is it being in? Okay. I see you have two questions. First question. You said, why are so many from South Africa in Germany? That question alone means there are a lot of South Africans living in Germany. But now your second question, It's been in means they only visited. So if you ask, then this gear is making me go nuts here. Here we go, sorry. What I was saying. Whew. It's difficult to talk now. But yeah, if you ask, why are so many from South Africa in Germany? It means South African people are living in Germany. But if you ask, being in Germany, being means past tense, so they went in and came out. So that's the one you want to ask, I assume. So why has so many South Africans been in Germany? It's because we love Germany. The thing is with South Africa and Germany has history, strong history. Whew. But now I must give you you want me to give you a history lesson quickly about Germany and South Africa for the next 7 minutes? It's gonna be a task, but I'll try my best to explain to you. Ooh. But you're welcome. Ooh. We're halfway, just over halfway. 7 remaining. Okay, let's try. Okay, let me just de-sweat. Unsweat myself. Okay, so I think it was 1842 now. Don't ask me the dates now. Too tight for dates. But 1800s. Then the Dutch, the Netherlands, they came to South Africa because they came from Holland, from Netherlands. They wanted to go around, all the way around Africa. But it was a bit far with the ships, because Africa is quite big. So then the Dutch settlers from the Dutch East, Dutch, I forgot the name now, but the Dutch, yeah, just the Dutch settlers. They weren't settlers yet. They came around Africa, and then at the tip of South Africa, aka Cape Town, they stopped there and they started a small settlement in Cape Town so that they can rest and don't have to go all the way Africa every time. So every time they go from the Netherlands to South Africa to Asia. Okay? So first it was the Dutch, and then later the French joined. The French, they also came. Boom, stopped in Cape Town. Now the community is getting bigger. Now the Dutch and the French, mostly the Dutch, met the native South Africans, the Khoi. Ooh. And they started negotiating because the native South Africans had animals. Ooh. They had all the animals and meat. But now the Europeans, they knew how to farm. They had technology to farm. So they had the relationship. So now we give you farms, you give us meat. Let's work together. Okay? And then the Germans came. Oh. Ooh. Give me a second. So now we have the Germans, the French, and the Dutch in Cape Town with the South African natives, the Khoi. Ooh. Everything worked out nicely. And then as they tried to communicate with everyone, because now we have 4 different languages plus, because they also brought in slaves from Asia. from Malaysia and India, ooh, to come work on the farms in South Africa. So now all these different people, ooh, different cultures, different languages, different social hierarchies, everything. Woo! Now things got a bit difficult and a bit more complicated. And then the British came. The English, they came to Cape Town, and remember, the British had many colonies, especially in Africa. So the English and the French, the Spanish, all of them had colonies in Africa. But now back to South Africa. Ooh. So the Germans, the French, the Dutch, all the slaves, everyone, everything had to become English because the British came and Anglified everything. And yes, then many people moved up inland. Cape Town stayed the same, more inland. And then there was big wars later on with the Afrikaans against the British. Oh, but yeah, that's why South Africa and Germany, ooh, have so many things in common. Ooh. Yeah, okay, I hope that makes sense. But also, even in the World War II, many countries wanted to use South Africa's army. Believe it or not, South Africa had one of the strongest military units in the world at that time. And South Africa just said, we're not going to be part of the World War II. It's not because we couldn't, it's because we are very small. And one bomb, South Africa is gone. Ooh. 1 minute left. Ooh. But yeah, so because of all this happening in South Africa, Afrikaans, our language, originated and is now the youngest language in the world. It turned 100 years old. Ooh, earlier the year, 100 years old as an official language. Ooh, the youngest official language in the world. So you like the Spanish and the French too? Ooh. Good question. I never had a problem with the Spanish. Why should I? I know the Spanish have great cultures and everything, but we don't have much Spanish culture in South Africa. We do, but not as big, obviously, as in Spain. Oh, 216, okay, Cooldown. Okay, and the French, my surname is French, Marais. So, yeah, I like the French. Not because I have to, but yeah, I also never had a problem with the French. But when it comes to sport, they can be arrogant. But if you're good, you're good, eh? But no need to be arrogant. But yeah, I don't really have any problems with any country. And South Africa is such a big pot of mixed cultures and races and religions and languages. It's an amazing country, honestly. Because our country alone, South Africa, has 12 official languages. Not just one or two, you'd write 12. But French and Spanish is not one of the official languages. That's just languages spoken by people who are French or Spanish in South Africa. Because we also have a big Portuguese community. Oh. So, 3.5 minutes, my legs are dead. Ooh. But thank you for entertaining me and keeping me busy, because I didn't feel the burn as much as I always would have. Ooh. 3 minutes. Oh. 3 minutes remaining. Ooh. Let's go to the gold mine. And then I'm toast. Sure. Toast. Ooh. But yeah, every country has its goods and bads, obviously. Every country's bad is their government. Every country will say theirs win. But yeah, every country has their food, their cultures, their everything that makes them unique and special. Yeah. Thank you very much for... You're welcome. Really, you're welcome. I'll be here every day. Just different times. I'm not really time bound. Don't want to make it too strict, because, you know, if it's too strict, then you're not going to enjoy cycling. But yeah, do you think Germany have? Yes. Germany has many great things. First off, beer. Second off, the legal age to drink beer. 16, man. 16 for wine and beer. Amazing. South Africa, better than America. 18. Yeah, 18 years old. Germany 16. Another thing about Germany, Rammstein. Other music. Techno. Oh, Germany and techno. Another thing Germany has. Bratwurst. Sausages, man. They've got nice sausages. No homo. Soccer. How did I even forget soccer? I mean, Germany is in a league of their own when it comes to soccer. And Bayern Munich. Another thing. Germany has German. What a cool language. Sounds so aggressive, but it's so relaxing. The only thing I don't like about the language is everything has pronouns. No, I'm not politically correct. I just don't like having to remember, is the chair a male or female now? No, it's an it. Much easier. What else does Germany? Woman. German woman. She. And that's excluding the Aryan race, blonde and blue eyes, the basics. The brunettes, everything. German women. Another thing, talking about beer. Oktoberfest. Come on, man. Germany did one bad thing, but now we forget all the good things they have. Come on, people. Hey, we did 42.8 kilometers. I'm happy. I didn't even know we were going to hit. Did you have something with a German woman? I wish. But yeah, when I went... Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a good workout indeed. Sure, I'm dead. But not dead, too dead. Let me just quickly stop here and then I'll tell you. Yeah, okay, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, not too shabby, eh? And let's just end it. Yeah, so in 2012, when I went to Germany, no, I finished. There was a girl. I met a girl. There's the way. Let me just show you the stats. I'll read what you said now. Okay, 43 kilometers, 260 meters elevation, 28 average speed, not too bad. Let's upload it to Strava quickly, because if it's not on Strava, it didn't happen. Okay, but you were saying, yeah, did you have, now I know why I have a, yeah. It's, man, watch it, if I can do this quickly. Yeah, dude, disgusting. Now I have to clean that up. But yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, when I went to Germany in 2012, well, I was 8th grade. I was 15. Yeah, 14. Yeah, one of my first loves of my life was a German woman. When I was 14. So yeah, the one that got away. The one that got away. Okay, sorry. Thank you for telling me. There we go. Let me just do this. Okay. Thank you for the. Yeah, I don't know. Something. I was busy with the setup earlier today, and then things changed. I don't know what happened. Let me just stop the recording. Stream can continue.